In this video, Pablo attempts to fix a transfer case leak. He also cleans up the undercarriage of the FJ40.
I want to start with a grinder and get a wheel like this. This here will remove rust and paint, but not be super abrasive to where it's going to gouge the metal. So this is perfect because remember, you're only going to knock off the surface rust and whatever paint is on there. There we go. Look at that. I like it. Leaves a nice smooth finish. Perfect. All right, guys, check it out. Look at that. It looks amazing. Went ahead and did the whole underside of the tub and the frame in this matte black finish. The wheel wells, though, I'm gonna leave them like this. Just gonna polish them up, shoot a clear, and that should preserve that nice original paint. We do have some leaking here, however. My front wheel cylinders are leaking and so are my wiper seals. So I'm gonna do a front knuckle rebuild. I have everything to do it minus the wheel cylinders. So I'm gonna order a set of those and then that way I can continue on with that. Man, just look at the frame. It looks so nice. Guys, this FJ is leaking really bad from the output shaft seal right here. So I'm gonna get this drive shaft off, get the parking brake drum out of the way. Here's this housing. We're gonna unscrew the speedometer cable, and in there will be a circular seal. So let's get to it. So chances are if you're doing this repair, you have a really bad leak. So make sure I have a drip pan handy. That way you don't make a mess, because look at that. So once you have the drive shaft out, you're gonna wanna take this nut off, although for whatever reason mine was loose, so luckily I have the factory service manual, and I will take a look later and see what the proper torque spec is, because I don't think finger tight is the correct spec. Okay, so after you loosen that nut and pull the washer off, the parking brake drum just simply slides out like so. The seal I'll be replacing rides along there. Everyone, so excellent news. You can just undo it and then just swing it off to the side. And there is the seal. Also, before I even pull this out, I'm gonna confirm my seal is the correct size, which it is. You always wanna make sure. I'm gonna put my drain pan here. We're gonna simply grab my nice Mac tool seal puller here. Yeah. All right, I had to get two hands just so I can get that extra leverage, but there we go. Pulled out the old seal, and yeah, this rubber's very brittle, so I can see why it was leaking. Here is the new one. Always make sure to lubricate it just for that initial bit so the friction doesn't rip the seal. All right, so we got the new seal tapped into place. You just tap it till it's flush. We're gonna give it a nice little wipe down here. And now we're gonna get the backing plate and bolt her up. All right, so I got the drum back on. So you're gonna get your washer here, slide that back on, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab our nut here. So here we have the Toyota Land Cruiser repair manual. Okay, so pretty much the process of this is that little washer was a shim, and you measure it with a pull scale here and make sure that it is in spec. Here are the adjustment shims, and Toyota sells them. There are the part numbers. I don't have a pull scale, but I wasn't getting any bad noises from the bearings, so I'm gonna assume that that shim is okay with the preload, because again, there was no noise. So I'm just gonna go ahead and torque it down. Right here it says you tighten the nut and washer to 120 foot-pounds and lock it down with a cotter pin. So there wasn't a cotter pin in there, so I'm assuming it might have backed its way off. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, unfortunately, did not solve the problem. It's still leaking. That groove there, it's just not gonna get fixed. So unfortunately, I will need to go get the housing that has the dual seal to eliminate this annoying leak. Now, an issue I am working on right now is this rear bumper. It looks terrible. So I'm gonna sand it off, repaint it in a nice matte finish, get rid of this hitch that doesn't belong there. I've got new lights for it, the housings, the brackets. I need to order reflectors, but because mine were all damaged and burnt by the sun. But man, $71 a piece. The reflector costs more than the light housing itself. Crazy, right? All right, guys, look at that. We got the bumper painted up. So here I got OEM rear taillight brackets. See right there? Toyota part number. Pretty cool. The taillight housings and lenses and bezels too. Pretty nice. Look at that. All right, guys, so I'm finished up back here for today. We got the bumper painted, the bumperettes painted. I am aware these are supposed to be silver, but black is fine. It is what it is. Got the new tail lights in. I did order the reflectors, so as soon as those show up, I will install them. But yeah, we're looking good back here. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this like this or patch it and faux in the patina. We'll see. Well, guys, that finishes up this video for this week. Got some things done, and on some things I just couldn't get done, so I did order those reflectors. I will get in contact with well, whoever makes the dual seal speedometer housing, so that way I fix that awful transfer case rear leak. And just got in the mail. These are the hubcap tabs. Yes, so I'll be welding those on. So yeah, I have a big list of parts coming in. Interior, slave cylinder, because for some reason it failed again. Some parts for the front knuckles so I can rebuild them. So I will definitely be doing weekly videos, so stay tuned for next week while I'll do more stuff to this old cruiser. Thanks for watching.